Happy Sunday, fun day, and it's time for a new vlog. Oh boy, hopefully everyone is doing great. Hopefully everyone had a great holiday past weekend. Hopefully everyone picked up some great Black Friday sales, or maybe some early Cyber Monday sales as well. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about some RuneScape GP. You know, RuneScape GP is something that RuneScapians can go ahead and spend an endless amount of time talking about. We can talk about RuneScape GP literally until the end of time. It is something that a lot of people have destroyed friendships over. People have, or maybe wanted to kill people over. It is very destructive in nature, especially if people are given the opportunity to take GP away from other people. I just had to ban a couple people not too long ago from my old school RuneScape clan because, well, once again, someone was in a position of power at the Corporal Beast and ended up getting a sigil that was worth a lot of RuneScape GP, and they were supposed to split it, but they literally just logged off and chose to leave the clan, and F you to everyone else who participated for hours to get that drop. And it was supposed to be agreed upon that, hey, if we get a sigil, we're going to split it. And they decided to be a greedy, nasty little bunghole. Not to mention, I've ran into people that have literally lended items because they thought that they were lending items to a really good friend. And it turned out that the person just took the items and logged off and, hey, see ya later, right? RuneScape GP can definitely destroy people, and it brings out the worst in a lot of individuals. I uploaded this video here. Oh boy, this is actually my second most viewed video on this channel. January 27, 2011. Let's see. So I posted a new RuneScape video on my main channel here. My second channel, The Nightmare RH, also had a new video. I believe my gaming channel, Nightmare RH vs. Gaming, also had a new video on it as well. I was 176,000 EXP from 90 dung bung of fucking dungeoneering. I was about 431k from 90 herblore, 64k away from 95 farming, and 9,500 EXP from 69 slayer that I was using effigies, genie lamps to pretty much get. Not to mention I was rocking a very high and tight back then. Was in the military back during this period as well too. So yeah, my haircuts were very much on the higher end of, well, just freshness. Let me just say that. Should be getting a haircut here in the next couple of weeks right before Christmas time. Okay, so I really wanted to talk about this, for today's vlog. Starting from 0 GP, want to spend a couple minutes talking about the summary of this vlog many years ago, 10 minutes, 26 seconds, talking about how I really went from 0 to billions, and then really diving into more so modern day, because right now I'm really rocking a 2.2 billion old school RuneScape GP bank, and my RS3 bank is actually going up. It's like 110 bill right now. Yes, I am wearing a Meatloaf shirt. Love Meatloaf. Saw Meatloaf back in 2006. Let me know down below if any of you all are Meatloaf fans. Rest in peace, Meatloaf. Okay, so 2005, I started playing this game. Pretty much just went into a skilling atmosphere. Anything that I could do by making GP, I did it. I ended up doing a lot of merchanting. I ended up mining a lot of pure essence. I ended up drinking a lot of water to stay hydrated. Hydration is key. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, indeedy. I picked a lot of flax. I spun a lot of bowstring, etc., etc., etc. Back during this time frame, it's basically pretty much well known that, hey, it's not hard to really gain a lot of GP. It just requires a lot of patience. a lot of players during this time period of RuneScape, they were very, so 2005, I was 16 years old, so I was a little on the older side to be playing RuneScape. RuneScape back in 2005, I hate saying this, but it was a little kid's game. That's what the atmosphere really was. Oh, you're playing RuneScape? It's a web-based JavaScript game? That's a kid's game. It's a kid's game, Nightmare. It's a kid's game. You know, get a real game, even though I already had an Xbox and every single gaming console in the world. So, okay, I enjoy, you know, little kids games, I guess, right? It required a lot of patience. A lot of people back in 2005, 6, and 7, they didn't really have a lot of patience. Not to mention, we didn't have a lot of things back during that time period to really make a large amount of GP. Nowadays, we got so many different things on RuneScape and old school RuneScape to make us a large amount of GP. So the relevancy for spinning bowflax, spinning, doing fishing, doing merchanting, it's a waste of time. It's a inefficient way to really make GP. It's a old style way of playing the game. And it's kind of really humorous because talking about those ways kind of triggers some people, which shows you that we are now entering a time of RuneScape where there is a forgotten way to really play the game. I do want to save more of that for a later vlog, probably later this week. But, oh yeah, there are people that actually forget how to properly play this game. Because you gotta love the nostalgic atmosphere to really respect the game as a whole. But, the overall notion, how I started from 0 GP, it's just really all about patience. That's really what it, like, comes down to. But to move in to the main, talking point topic of this vlog is it still, like, a thing to really put, like, GP as a priority? Because that's something where a lot of people on this game are no longer really doing, and they're just really prioritizing other stuff. But what's ironic is that when you prioritize other things, the GP pretty much, like, comes into your bank. Prime example, old school RuneScape. Let's go ahead and prioritize learning how to do raids and becoming very proficient at raids. So by you not prioritizing GP, GP pretty much comes to you. But at the same time, it's kind of like a inverse, like, notion in a way, because you're not prioritizing GP and the GP comes to you. But in theory, you really are prioritizing GP. So, I've spoken to a lot of people just to bullshit because I love talking to people. And, one of the things about talking around the entirety of, like, RuneScape GP is that so many people have different ways to really make GP on this game. Everyone essentially prioritizes it. If you go to raids, you are indirectly prioritizing GP. You may think that you are prioritizing hanging out with friends on Discord. Does anybody use Skype anymore? Probably not. It's all about Discord. You're on Discord. You're prioritizing hanging out with friends. You're talking to people. You're spending a Friday, Saturday night. Your days off from work. And you're essentially just having a good time. You are prioritizing a good experience. But what you are also indirectly doing is prioritizing making RuneScape GP. And everyone essentially really does this. It's just like the overall, I want to say maybe goal has really changed that I've noticed over the years. And it's kind of really humorous because if you go back in 2005, if you walk around with full dragon, if you walk around with like 20, 30 million GP on your character, people will come up to you and people will say to you, how the hell did you make that RuneScape GP? And I had people following me all over RuneScape back in 2006, 7, 2008 didn't really have this issue until making videos. But 2006 and 2007, when I was rocking full dragon and a Halloween mask, I had a obsessive amount of RuneScape GP on my character. People would come over and be like, I don't understand. How did you make that much GP? Nowadays, people look at that and they're like, okay, you could have made that RuneScape GP by X, Y, and Z. During that time period, there were no guides. There were no YouTube, like, montages. It was a different period. I really like to say that my GP guides many, many years ago did contribute to a lot of people really making a lot of wealth on this game. Now it's really all about the max potential of everything. You go on RuneScape 3, if you don't go to Angel of Death next to, or if you don't go to Zamorak and you're not like doing hard level raiding, if you're not becoming good at raiding, well, you're not going to make the max potential. If you don't go and do like Theater of Blood, Chamber of Zurich's, TOA, you're not going to make the max potential. So everything else kind of really goes out the window, but I mean, the prioritization of GP is still a thing. It just has really shifted. It's no longer focused around patience per se. It's focused more so around social activities. Man, my throat is dried today. Woo! Talking way too much. The prioritization of GP is really focused around social events, in my opinion. Being on Discord, doing social type raids. It may be a mass like boss event, maybe less than like 10 people at the Corporal Beast. Hopefully, there's going to be people there that are going to be honest and fair. And if they do get a very large drop, hopefully you go ahead and sell it and don't be a greedy asshole. There's going to be a large amount of people that go to Nex on old school RuneScape. There's going to be a large amount of people that get big drops. And the prioritization in GP is just really changed to where there is a social aspect in groups. It's no longer really individual basis. Can you go ahead and solo the Corporal Beast? I know tons of people that do it all the time. It takes a lot of work. You have to go ahead and have a house teleport to rejuvenate. You got to go ahead and chip away at the Corporal Beast slowly. And it is possible to solo the Corporal Beast on old school RuneScape. It is possible to do raids by yourself on old school RuneScape. Is it possible to do Zamorak on RS3 or Angel of Death next to? To be honest, I'm not entirely sure. I want to say probably maybe not. It's more challenging, but obviously it's a big risk, big reward. It's the risk aspect of you learning how to do it on your own. But many, many years ago, you could lock yourself in your room, your basement, a dungeon. You could be at a computer library. You can be playing RuneScape by yourself, listening to Metallica like I did many, many years ago. And you could just be spinning some flax, making bowstrings, you can be mining some pure essence, and you can be isolated and be making absolutely a killing on this game. Now it seems like Jagex really wants the player base to be very much social, and I don't really believe that's a bad thing. I don't believe that's bad at all. I really do believe that being social is like, being social is better than not being social, in my opinion. But hey, maybe you're social all the time away from RuneScape, and you just want to log on to RuneScape and be left the hell alone. I respect that. I really do. But at the end of the day, prioritizing RuneScape GP, it's something that we all do. We just really think about it like differently. So I'm going to leave you all on that short little notion. Hopefully you enjoyed this vlog and me rambling on about RuneScape GP. Love talking about GP. Like I said, I can talk about GP every single day for the rest of time on this game. Gonna try to upload a new video on my main channel today. I've been swamped. This holiday week and also weekend was extremely busy for me with family and friends. So hopefully you all had a great one yourself too. This week, going to be right back at it. I have a lot of grinding to do on sailing. I've been watching a lot of people get 99, so it seems like a relatively quick and fast skill to actually do. So I got a lot of grinding. Got to do the old grind to really bang stuff out here. Otherwise, as always, if you want more of Nightmare RH, definitely check out my book on Amazon, Vito. It is a zombie survival novel. It will leave you with well, a lot of cliffhangers. Let me just say that. I will be writing a part 2 probably sometime 2027. Next year I'm going to be writing a different novel as well. But Vito part 2 is going to definitely be happening in the future. As always, spreading awareness. If you know anyone out there with any type of metabolical disease, I literally got a Hail Mary. I reversed a type of kidney disease with a carnivore diet just by eating meat. It's utterly crazy. So definitely check out this video, U.S. Marine versus kidney disease, PKD1. Yeah, that's right. Literally shocked a lot of people, including my doctors. But hey, the proof is there. It is just remarkable. So if you know anyone out there that is suffering with any type of issues, obesity, hypertension, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular issues, going on a low-carb, ketogenic, or a carnivore diet, it can save your life like it did for me. All right, love you guys. I'll see you in a couple days, and later.